What's up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and not just Bleach Rebirth of Souls, but all of these anime games in general, because they have a serious problem going on with these games and the way that they're going, lasting, and the longevity of all of these games, man, because it's just not good for the community, for the games, none of that. They all kind of just feel like fucking cash grabs, if I'm being completely honest, man. So this morning I booted up Bleach Rebirth of Souls and I could not find a match. I do play on the Xbox Series X. I understand that's the probably the lowest player pool of players for this game. I'm sure PS5 that's not the case. PC that's probably not the case as well, but this is a relatively new game. It shouldn't be this dead already, even on the Xbox, and that's just facts, bro. It really should not be that dead already, not even on the fucking Xbox. So with that being said, just to kind of put this in comparison, Sparking Zero on the Xbox, I can still find matches within a few minutes. I can still see a bunch of group posts. I didn't see no group post for Bleach Rebirth of Souls this morning. I can still see about 10 to 9 group posts for Sparking Zero, and that's a much older anime game than Rebirth of Souls, and that's what I want to get into, man. The longevity of these games is just not there. They're just cash grabs. Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, Storm Connections, like, they're all just fucking cash grabs. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not making this the shit on this game, but Bleach Rebirth of Souls, everybody was hyping this up. This is a true arena fighter. It's fucking dead, dude. The game's fucking dead. What was true about that? It's dead. Like, y'all was shitting on Sparking Zero, and this ain't a Bleach versus Sparking Zero. Those are just the most recent games, so that's why everyone compares them, because they're just the most recent into this kind of thing, man. And everybody was shitting on Sparking Zero. Bleach is better. This is how arena fighters should be, but Bleach is dead, though. It's already, the game's already fucking dead. It's already dead, man. And Sparking Zero's not. Is it dying? Sparking Zero is dying. It's not a perfect game. It's literally on the verge of dying right now, but it ain't there yet. It's got a lot more longevity than this fucking game right here, and that's the exception to the rule. Sparking Zero is honestly the exception to the rule. And yeah, Dragon Ball is probably a more popular IP, and that might have a lot to do with it. But like I said, this isn't the only case. Look at Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. These games are obvious cash grabs. That's the problem. These games are just obvious fucking cash grabs. That's why they don't last. You know, they get our attention, and you know, we're like, oh my god, Bleach, oh my gosh, Jujutsu Kaisen, oh my gosh, Naruto, oh my gosh, Dragon Ball. Take my fucking $70, about to be $80. You know, pretty soon it's gonna be $80, and that's not gonna help the case any, because now people are gonna be more reluctant to buy these anime games. And so what this really boils down to is love. Bandai, you gotta put more love into these games if you want them to thrive more. Also, don't release them so close together. A lot of reason why Bleach is probably dead is because Sparking Zero's better. You know what I mean? It's just a better game. To me personally, I believe it's a better game, and I think that shows in the player base as well. We can sit here and be, in denial about it, but look, hey, Sparking Zero's still going. Bleach Rebirth of Souls is fucking dead. I've seen no one talk about this game like for a few weeks, and it's not there no more. It's just not there, and that's just a big problem that these games have. They come and they go, man. They come and they go. They don't have any sort of longevity. We get a Mortal Kombat once every, like, what, 6-7 years? Dude, could you imagine playing this game for 6 years? You can't even play it for 6 months. Could you imagine that? How are you gonna play Bleach for 6 years? You can't even fucking play it for 6 months. Like, come on, bro. We gotta, Bandai, we gotta do better with these games. We gotta give them more love. We gotta promote them more. I don't know, but we gotta do something. Crossplay, I don't know. But we gotta do something for these games to give them some sort of longevity, because it seems like, if we're being completely honest, it seems like the only anime games that can even do any sort of numbers and keep any sort of, I don't know, content, not even content, but like any sort of like player count base, like keep in the conversation, is either Naruto or Dragon Ball. Like, let's just keep it at a buck, man. I'm just being completely honest here. Like, I'm not beating around the bush. Like, let's just keep it a buck. I love all of these other animes as well, but the only ones I can keep like any sort of like attention is Dragon Ball and Naruto, and they're not even doing it like well. Everyone's still shitting on those games. They're just in the conversation, which I guess is better than completely forgetting about it. But still, bro, like, come on, Bandai, we gotta put more love into these games. We gotta do something with these games that, you guys are doing something wrong. You're just taking our fucking money and running. You gotta stop doing that bullshit, because one day it's gonna stab you in the back. With that being said, though, I don't want to rant for too long. I just want to make this video, say what the fuck happened to Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I don't know, man. I don't know where it went. Hey, maybe it's in the fucking sewer. Maybe I don't know, maybe Pennywise got it. I don't know, bro. Maybe Sasuke sent it to the fucking Shadow Realm. I do not know. With that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace.